So how can your business be using YouTube? Well, let's find out, and I've got the one and only Nick Nimmin here to help us. Hey boring business owners, and welcome to my channel where I help your message get seen in that cluttered newsfeed. If you are looking to crush it with social media and online marketing, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss any more videos from this channel. I'm going to help you with your social media and online marketing goals. Now I am at TubeBuddy headquarters, and we are doing this really amazing live stream with all these great YouTube creators, and I had to get Nick on camera talking about what you guys should be doing to get started with YouTube for your business. Now most of you guys are everyday business owners who are just trying to figure out what you should be doing. So Nick has some pointers to help us get started.
Absolutely. And I'm excited to share them with everybody.
Yeah. So how do we get started? Like, what's the first thing we need to know when we're like, okay, I'm gonna do this YouTube thing. Besides creating an account, where do I start? You should start with knowing what it is that you're trying to do. Okay.
So like knowing the goal that you're trying to accomplish is extremely important, because if you start a YouTube channel and you don't know exactly to the T what it is that you're trying to accomplish, then you could be focusing on the wrong thing. So for example, in your situation, you know, like if your viewers are trying to generate business from it, then focusing on subscriber counts and view counts isn't the thing they should get caught up on. Correct. Right? The thing they should get caught up on is, you know, how much traffic am I sending to my website to this? How many people am I sending to my email opt-in from this, instead of focusing on their, you know, view counts or subscriber counts, for example. Now, with that said, view counts and subscribers are great.
Yes.
But you have to be in alignment with what it is that you're trying to accomplish on your channel, to make sure that you're making all the right decisions, because the goals of your channel are going to dictate literally every single thing that you do in your channel, and that comes down to where you're sending traffic, the things that you say in your videos, the structure of your videos, the calls to action that you add or you don't add, what you add to your descriptions, the specific videos that you're recommending people, and things like that. So knowing exactly what it is that you're trying to do is a critical element.
So once we know what our purpose is and our goal is with doing our YouTube, what do we do next? What kind of content should we start off creating?
What you need to do in that situation is you need to think of who it is that is your ideal customer. In the example that you're using it for business, who's the ideal customer that I'm trying to reach, and then start thinking, okay, what type of content do they like? What type of things are they into? And what does my abilities allow me to create in order to reach those people? In most cases, it's gonna come down to making videos like this, to where you're sitting there in front of the camera and you are sharing information of some kind that would be of value to your potential customers, and that's what you use to actually bring them in.
So do you have any tips to help people maybe feel more comfortable with getting on video? I know a lot of people are like, oh, but video, and I look weird, or I don't have the right gear and equipment. Like, what is some advice you have to help people get over that hurdle that tends to stop people from getting started with YouTube?
First, I want to say that that's something that everybody goes through, or at least a lot of people go through. I went through it with myself. The first video that I ever made on my channel was about how to overcome camera shyness. And that was because I was terrified to get on camera, right? I didn't want to be the person on camera. So for me, like, I was so worried about it that I had to mentally work myself through the process, like a lot of people do, of overcoming that in order to actually get on camera. So that first video that I made was basically all of the thoughts that I was having. What if somebody that I know finds out that I have a YouTube channel and they judge me on it, right? What if the people that are watching the video, what if they say something horrible about how I look or how I speak or what the video is about? What if I put up a video and it doesn't get any views, and then somebody sees it? Then what's gonna happen, right? Then how am I gonna feel about that? So basically, my thing was basically overcoming all of the negative feelings that might come if I got some type of rejection or judgment from what it was that I was doing. So what you have to do is you just have to, one, focus more on the value that you're gonna be bringing to other people. Because if you're focusing it all on yourself in terms of, you know, what if people say it's something bad? What if somebody finds out? Then that's gonna limit you from putting that value out to other people. So if you can shift the way that you're looking at that to what can I add to other people, even if people do judge me because of it, what is it that I can do for other people on my channel or for my potential customers, so that you can bring those people in and focus on adding instead of the fear of losing, you know, within yourself.
I think that that's really great for people to remember. And I think on to piggyback off of what Nick said is, remember, people literally are seeing you all of the time. Like, you look the way you look, you are the way you are. Nothing, a little bit of good lighting and maybe even a little bit of makeup can't help with it. Like, that's something that you need to build that confidence.
And with that said too, like, because you mentioned makeup, like, I was so afraid on the first videos that I actually wore makeup. Because, you know, I saw people did that on the news, and I was like, you know, I'm like red and blotchy, I'm a human being. God forbid somebody looks at me and says, hey, you know, this guy looks like a human being. But, you know, it was something that I was like, you know, well, you know, I'm a little bit red here and a little bit red there. So I actually wore concealer and foundation and all that to even out my skin tone, so that I would look the way that I thought that people would want me to look on video. And that even, like, I look at that now and I think it's ridiculous, but in reality, like, going through that process was one of the things that helped me develop into, you know, being able to do this stuff.
Yeah, and you know, it's all about trying things and seeing what works and doesn't work and testing things out.
Yeah.
Because if you want this to work, it's not just a matter of like creating content that will be searched and found that's going to lead your perfect customers to you. It's also making sure that you're also still yourself and that you're real. If you get on camera and you're very stiff and you have to read a script, no one's going to respond to you. So be yourself and know that you know this stuff, and you're just trying to make sure that everybody else knows about it too, so that you can help them, and then hopefully maybe they will come to you for business.
Yeah.
Nick, where can people go find you, and why would they want to?
I have a link down in the description, I'm assuming, for this.
Of
so
course.
You can definitely click on that, or you can just go to youtube.com/nicknimmin or nicknimmin.com. Any of those, all roads lead to Rome. And the reason that you should come and follow me is because I help YouTubers grow their channels, make videos, and all types of other YouTube-related stuff. And if you are trying to get traction, you're trying to understand how all this stuff works, I can help you with it, and it's all free.
And if you're wondering how I've learned how to do a lot of this stuff, it's because of this guy right here. Make sure you go check him out. And like we always say, military life is never goodbye. To see you soon. So until next time, I'll see you soon.